Right, we've got your before and after, okay? Now, we're not necessarily going to see grip pressure or grip tension, but hopefully you're aware of the fact we're not trying to strangle the club. Just a little bit looser in those thumbs, yeah? Just imagine your phone screen's underneath your thumbs there. You can basically hold a golf club like this, yeah? You're not just pushing through your thumbs to strangle it, okay? And then distance from the ball, which again, we're not going to see, but we want to mention that, okay? We don't want to be reaching out for the ball because that creates tension anyway. So what you had was a little bit of a stretch at setup, a lot of grip pressure tension, yeah? And then when you swung now, because you were told not to lift your head and not to bend your arms, okay, you went back all very stiff and rigid. There's this pop-up now, which you can see. Oh, you're lifting your head. Your head's not actively lifting. Your body's moving in a way because it's trying to stay still, yeah? As you then started back down to the golf ball here now, there wasn't much shift towards targets. As you start coming to the golf ball now, your head is effectively working in the opposite direction. Your club goes this way. Your head's kind of moving in that direction here. There, you see? Yeah. So that just for impact there now, you're leaning back on your back foot, which means what we call your low point, which is how the club swings, is moved back here. So you hit the ground behind the ball, or you top it, or you just can't quite reach it, so you catch it right off the toe end of the club. Either way, you're not really getting an ideal shot. And you can see with the finished position there now, I'd say most of your weight now is back on this trail foot. I mean, your lead foot is leaning back quite a bit, okay? So, looser grip, okay? Arms are hanging down. We're going to hinge the wrists here now nicely. We talked about that movement of shifting through the golf ball. So watch your lead hip now, you see? See yourself moving towards the golf ball, yeah? So you're moving to your left side a bit more, okay? This is good. The arms are falling down. We're moving left. Good strike. There's a golf swing. That's what golf should look like, shouldn't she?
Right.
That's good. And that's what I'm saying. If I just saw this in full speed now, yeah? In the backswing. So we're going to hinge. And you just finish in there, you see. Okay, you record the club back this way a little bit, but for the most part, you were up there in position where you wanted to get to. So I would say from a practice perspective, practice that movement we talked about where you sort of stand there, move your hips to the side and rotate, and just keep doing this over and over again, yeah? Then you have a golf club in your hand, just going to move your lower half, I say, or brushing your teeth twice a day. You can just stand there and just do that movement. If you were to do that every day for 2 minutes twice, I say in a couple of months' time, you're doing about 6,000-7,000 that move, which would be a lot, wouldn't it, when you think about it? If I said, oh, go and do 6,000-7,000 moves, you'd be, oh my God, I'd be on the range all day. We haven't got time to do that, either desire to want to do that in some regard, but if we can do it little and often, suddenly now this is going to start being a move that you're going to more naturally make, yeah? So we're looser. The arms are hanging down, yeah? Your swing thought at the moment now, just to help you find the ground, is hinge the wrist. If you get this hinge here now, that's what the wrist do in the golf swinger. Club goes up here, and then we can come back down, we can find the ground. We can make some really good swings, yeah? So that's the start point, yeah? We'll work, I'd suggest working on that.
Exactly how it felt.
Yeah, and that looks awkward, yeah? I mean, you're leaning back, and to be fair, you're putting a lot of pressure on your glutes, your right leg, your back, yeah? And the shots aren't, unfortunately, going to be very, very good. Yeah? Most of your shots are going to top or toe end, unless the ball's teed up on a really high tee or in the rough. Yeah, and then you can't play golf just hoping to be in the rough all the time, can you? So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense.
A little bit happier, going in the right direction now, then, yeah. So we can start working towards that. You've got and this is what I say, you've got something to practice, and then when you're on the golf course, you just test it out and see how it goes. If they don't come back as they want to, I'll send this video through to you, so rewatch it again to remind yourself what's the move you got to try and make sure we do, okay? So we're moving towards there, so your left foot moving towards that red line, moving towards your left foot, move, twist and turn and finish, yeah? The more you can do that to the point where that just becomes natural, and if you're not sure, send a video of how you're doing it, see if it looks okay, the right move, okay? We can then just sort of keep checking up on that to make sure. There's no point you practicing the wrong move and it works. But I don't think, based on what we saw you doing there, you're going to overdo it, shall we say. So, happy with that, yeah?
Brilliant.
Excellent, very good, well done.